They thought they had won, thought they had neatly tidied away their elderly mother and her inconvenient need for care and attention. They were wrong. Margaret Sullivan straightened her spine, ignoring the familiar ache, and continued writing her plan by the dim light of the bedside lamp. Outside, the summer crickets began their evening chorus, a reminder that even in the darkest moments, life persists, endures, and sometimes, just sometimes, finds a way to rise again. She didn't know it yet, but her story was about to shake a community, expose a broken system, and remind her children that the woman who had given them life still had plenty of fight left in hers. And this was just the beginning. The newspaper article led Margaret to Eleanor Martinez, a legal aid attorney who'd built her career fighting elder abuse cases. When Margaret walked into Eleanor's modest office 3 weeks after that night in the motel, she carried with her a detailed journal documenting every step of her children's betrayal. "Mrs. Sullivan," Eleanor said, reviewing the notes, "what they've done isn't just morally wrong, it's potentially criminal. Financial exploitation of the elderly is a felony in Connecticut." Margaret's heart raced at the word criminal. These were her children they were talking about. Yet hadn't they treated her like a criminal, stripped of rights and dignity? "The power of attorney they used," Eleanor continued, "shows signs of coercion. And this medical evaluation? Dr. Peterson has a history of providing convenient diagnoses for families looking to seize control of elderly relatives' assets." The revelation hit Margaret like a physical blow. How deep did this conspiracy go? How many other elderly parents had been betrayed this way? Her phone buzzed, Lisa's weekly check-in call. Margaret had learned to dread these conversations, each word from her daughter dripping with artificial concern. "Mom, I found a nice assisted living facility in Vermont," Lisa announced without preamble. "We think it would be perfect for you." Vermont, 4 hours from Connecticut, from her friends, her church, her life. Another step in their plan to isolate her completely. "That's thoughtful, dear," Margaret replied, her newly strengthened resolve helping her keep her voice steady. "But I'm comfortable where I am for now." The silence on the other end crackled with tension. "Mom, you don't really have a choice. The motel isn't sustainable. We're trying to help you." Help. Margaret almost choked on the word. She thought of the trust account her children had created, her money, which they now controlled. The house they'd sold for $320,000, when comparable homes in the neighborhood went for over $400,000. The antiques and